I could see the effects it had on Dad, and the community around us just didn't seem like the kind of place I wanted to live in. And then I went to college and I was studying soil ecology and figuring out how sort of everything works together. And along with that, there came this sort of realization that we're kind of messing up right now. We need to figure some other way of doing things in order to still be around farming in 30, 40, 50 years.
We want to bank our wealth in the soil, and we are not extracting everything we can from the land right now for our gain right now. We don't have to, and we want that land to be available for future generations. That's part of sustainability.
Sustainable farming is, I think, the way everything is gonna have to go, because the traditional conventional farming is depleting everything from the land, and so we have finite resources, and it's really just stripping the land of everything that it can provide instead of working with the land.
We don't need to plant everything. It's already planted. It's perennial, and that's what's keeping this farm economically viable and sustainable for the long term.
So this grazing is truly is science-based. It's based upon the ecology, trying to understand what's going on in a natural system and trying to duplicate that as much as we can with our human interference.
So we just fed 50 cows in about 15 minutes with minimal fossil fuel use, because the cows have legs. They're going to walk and harvest their own feed, and the good news is they're going to poop out in the field, so we don't have to haul manure.
My grandparents bought the farm in 1900, and we are strong advocates for a family-based agriculture, whereby those who work the farm are the ones who are owning the farm. So it's integrating decision-making with the labor and management. All three components of a normal business system are integrated into one family. We put a greater emphasis on technique than technology, because technology is almost always expensive. It may yield a higher, sexier result, but we are trying to focus on the margin, the difference between the cost and the return that we get.
So if we can keep our phosphorus on our pastures like this, and we're cloaking all of this land, as far as you can see, it's green and it has living roots, and it's going to not only keep runoff from rainwater from impacting the ground, the water, but it's such a blanket that protects the earth, that it's really what we want to see on a farm.
When we were farming, it was just a dairy farm. We didn't really have that diversity of income streams, and that's what I'm trying to bring back, is vegetables, pigs, eggs, dairy, and beef, to sort of make it more resilient in the face of fluctuating market pressures. So that if the dairy industry, like it is right now, is way down, we're not totally dependent on a milk check to make the farm run. We can raise beef instead and have eggs and whatever else to sort of bolster where that money is coming from to make everything work.